The ultimate charmed out nails meets you today. But I had to try this because if you're new to my channel, my name is Ohema and I am a makeup content creator here on YouTube. I actually started out my channel doing nails, so I decided to have a dedicated nail channel. Now, the reason why we have this green, gorgeous, chunky charm nail going on is because I saw nails by Aran with this gorgeous nails that was inspired by a necklace that she owned, and I thought, I love how much she has, or I love how she has so many charms on her nails. I love it. Like those, like that's where I live. I love big, gorgeous, chunky nails. So I decided to try it. Now the nails that you're looking at right now is my birthday nail that I did on a whim. I did not record it. The bows you're seeing were from a nail form. I had this on for a very, very long time, and you see how hard it was for me to take it off. They were not popping off. I had to like rip them off my nails. Don't be like me. Just wait for the one kill solution to dissolve before you peel it off. Now, after I peel it off, I like to go ahead and trim my nails down. There was a time when I was growing out my long natural nails with builder gel, but you know, I just rather just use the false tips and keep it pushing. I like to go ahead and file around my natural nail to make sure it's nice and short and smooth and as close to the nail bed as possible, because I want to get longevity out of my nails. I don't want my natural nails to be showing from underneath my nails because I don't like that look. I like to keep my natural nails very, very short. Now, this is the part where I have to tell you I am not a nail tech. I am just a hobbyist, a beginner hobbyist at that. So whatever I tell you, I learned from here and from kind strangers who comment on my videos and tell me what I'm doing wrong and how to fix it. I always take the advice, I put it into practice, and I will say that it has absolutely helped me up my nail game a lot. There's also a few things that I learned on my own that I will be sharing as the weeks go on, because I want to be the sharer too. Anyway, now I picked up this Jello cuticle remover from Sweetie Nail Supply whenever I first bought my products from them. I like using it because, I don't know, it helps soften my cuticles and help me push it off. Because I had this specific nail, the one I took off that you saw, on for so long, I had so much buildup on my nails, it was ridiculous. I don't know why I brought out the drill for this, but I will say this was the first and the last time I will be using a nail drill to clean my cuticles. I didn't have to do this because I had already done the cuticle pushing. It wasn't bad. I don't know. It's just, it was a bit much, right? Like, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, why did I do that? It wasn't bad. I will probably do it like once every 3 months maybe, but not every single time I do my nails, okay? It wasn't Although bad. My nails did look very, very good. Oh, my cuticle line looked very good after I did that. Now, I'll be using my Après sculpted square-shaped medium length nails today. I like to switch between all the nail shapes they have as I'm doing my nails, so you're going to see that if you come back and watch more videos. They do recommend that you put the nails on from sidewall to sidewall, so I always like to measure and make sure. I do have the nail sizes already circled up on the box that you're seeing, but I also always just put it back on to make sure that the sizing that I initially did is still the same. But I don't have to do this. I could just pull them out. But I also like to just see what is working for what. I'm using the tips exactly how they're recommended. I'm using the chemical etching that comes in the kit to chemically etch the inside of the tips. The Opera kit comes with a dehydrator, so make sure to use it very, very, very generously. I go in with the nail primer. This is to help your gel or whatever you put on top of it stick. Next, I'll be using the YN Nails Protein Bond. It's also a primer, and I like to put that all over my nails as well. Let it air dry or air whatever before I go in. I'll be using this peel off base that I got from Korea. It's the Kemi peel off base. It's apparently also a base that you can use to adhere the nails to your fingers, but I haven't used it as that yet. I've only used it as a base to protect my nails before I go in with my adhesive, no, my extensions. I also don't know a lot of terms, so just take whatever description I give you as that. I don't know technical terms for these things that I'm doing, okay? And as with everything when it comes to gel nails, when you finish your fingers, please make sure you're curing for 60 seconds or more. I generally do more because the wattage and the heat is lower, so it doesn't burn my hands or my nails. And then I go in with a second coat. I don't always do second coats. I've actually also changed how I'm doing it, but this is how I do it for now. I also got the Après Extend Gel Novice. This is a very thick, almost solid gel. It's really not solid. Like, it moves a little bit. It's not solid, and once it comes into contact with your natural body heat, it also moves a lot more. But if you're a beginner like me and you find that the liquid gels are a little hard for you to use and it gets everywhere, definitely try getting the novice gel from Après. It makes it easy for me to put it on. I can also just shift and move the tip the way I want it to look, and if I have any excess, I could just peel it off or remove the excess around my cuticle with a cuticle pusher. And then I flash cure with the Après lamp for like 15 seconds, and then I go on to apply the rest of the nails and cure everything in my big lamp for 60 seconds or more. For a detailed beginner look on how I apply my tips, definitely check out the video that pops up there. I will also link it down below in the description box. Remember, I'm a beginner, so it's not going to be as polished and as quick as pros, but I feel like if you're a beginner, you should watch other beginners so you can see the mistakes they're making, and then it's going to make you feel better about the mistakes you're making, and it's going to help you know that the more you keep going, the better your nails are going to look. So check out my beginner nail extension video. It's not going to be polished, but it will get you where you need to go. Next, I'm going with my acetone that I picked up from Sally Beauty, and I use a brush to just put a drop of it so that it can go all the way around and seal the tips. If I don't do this, I realize my nails pop off easily, but sometimes I also don't do it. So, but you know, just do it because it helps seal the nails and you don't get water under your nails, so you don't end up with green thumbs or nails or whatever. I was told by my YouTube community to absolutely file my nails before I go in with my gel, because I realized when I wasn't doing this, the gel would actually peel off the nail very quickly. They also suggested that I use my dust collector so I'm not breathing in these plastic particles. So absolutely get yourself a dust collector when you're filing. That way you're not breathing in the dust particles, okay? I have a small confession to make. I absolutely love the way these nails look once I file them. I wish there was a way for me to keep them looking like that for like 2 weeks, just looking cloudy, milky, whatever it is. I really just like it. Next, we'll go in with the Crazy Top Standard. This is what I use to do my isolated chrome. I don't have like a special isolated chrome gel. This one is a non-wipe top coat that I also use as a base gel. I use it to do my isolated chrome. I use it as a top coat, and I use the thick to adhere my charms. I actually also have the Jinbei Fix It gel, and that's specifically made for charms. But I find that I like the non-wipe one because I don't have to worry about wiping the inhibition layer, especially when I'm doing such chunky nails. The non-wipe absolutely is what I would go for. I'm using the standard as a base gel so that I can use it to hold on to the shimmer pieces that I will be applying to my nail. I don't remember exactly where I picked this up from. It could have been from my OG nail kit that I had a while ago. It could have been something recent. I really don't know where I picked this up from, but I wanted to add some Aurora flakes to my nails, and I wanted the flakes to be visible from underneath the nail. So I applied it first, and then I cured everything for 60 seconds, and I came back to seal everything in with another layer of the Jinbei Standard. Like I said, I like to use Standard as a base gel, a top gel, chrome isolate. Like, it's just so easy to work with. The thick would have been beautiful for this, but I find that I haven't figured out how long I have to cure the thick to be able to accept chrome very, very well. Okay, this chrome I'm using is from Amazon. I did pick it up because Ariane Nicole suggested it. This is the set that she had on her Amazon storefront, and I bought it because she likes to use this, and that's why I bought it. So I will also link it in my storefront for you to see. If not, you can check out her videos to find exactly which ones she uses now. I don't know what she uses now, but I do know that this is what I have, and I'm not buying any other chromes until this one is completely done. I'm going in with From the Nail, and this gel polish is a magnet gel with glitter pieces in it, and the names of them are supposed to be reminded or remind you of a night sky with different constellations. I will put the exact name of this one I'm using down below, but as you can see, it shifts from green to pink to purple. It is absolutely beautiful in person. It is a very gorgeous glitter magnet gel, and I had to put it over the green because it just match the vibes so perfectly. I cannot tell you how well it looks in person. It is beautiful in person, okay? Now, my process, I like to apply the magnet gel to the nail, move the pieces the way I want it to be moved. And then once I'm satisfied with it, I cure it for 15 seconds and then move on to the next nail. After everything is done, I fully cure it for 60 seconds or more. And then I go back in for a second coat. Now for the second coat, I used a bar magnet to give me a French tip kind of sort of a look, because I wanted whenever my nails were looking down, it would look like I did a French tip, and that's exactly what I got. Absolutely beautiful. I always will do a second coat of a magnet gel if I want the magnet pieces to be intense. And for this look, because I knew I was going to cover it, I wanted the magnet look to be as intense as possible so that it can be seen through the gems I was going to put on it. This is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. And I could have stopped here, but of course I didn't. I went in with my Gen B standard top coat. This is a non-wipe coat. I cured it for 60 seconds, and I went back in with a second layer of the Gen B top coat and cured that for 60 seconds. And this is what it ends up looking like. You can stop here. Just put like minimum gems on it and it would be fine. It will really be fine. But of course I didn't stop here. I picked up some charms from AliExpress specifically for this nail. I looked and looked and looked, and I found nail charm lots that I thought had the pieces that I needed, So I looked through them and I picked pieces to match each nail. That part took a very long time, but once I was satisfied with what the charms would look like on each nail, I went in with my Gen B thick top coat. I dipped the charm into the top coat and then I applied it directly to my nail. I did it this way because this is how I've seen the Korean nail artists do it, so then the charm will stay on their nail. It simultaneously fills in any spots or holes that there might be in the charm, so that you don't have to go in and individually fill in those spots. That way debris and food does not get stuck in the charms. I really like dipping my charms in my gel before I apply it to my nails. After I did that, I just went ahead and did some gold balls. I don't know what they're called. I feel like they're called caviar beads, some gold caviar beads, and I applied them to look like a chain, right? Yeah, that's the term. To look like a chain. And for the turtle one, I used the pearl pieces because it was turtle and my initial, and I wanted to look, or to keep that sea theme. I put a cluster of stones on this finger along with this bow, and I fill in any parts of the charms that didn't get filled in whenever I dipped it into the top coat. I absolutely have to fill it in, and this also helps me encapsulate the nails. Every time I place a charm on my nail, if I like exactly where I put it, I cure it for 15 seconds. When I apply the second charm to the nail, the second big charm, I cure everything for 60 seconds, and then I come back in and add my little additions, cure those for 15 seconds, and once my full nail is done and everything is encapsulated and all the sides are closed off with the gel, I cure for 60 seconds. I wipe it off and cure for another 60 seconds because I make sure that my nails are fully cured, everything is capped off, and all the gold parts of my nails are covered up. Now, one part I didn't show you was I have some celestial stickers like stars and such, and I applied those to my nails before I applied the charms. I picked up this cuticle oil from Shine, and they also have very, very beautiful gel polishes, so absolutely check them out. I will put the link to everything I used down below, along with discount codes that I have, which I only have one discount code from Sarasan, so check with them what they can and cannot ship to the US, and you know, use my code and enjoy your nail polishes directly from Korea. You can also pick up some things that Sarasan doesn't sell from Sweetie Nail Supply or from Shine or okay, now let me know down below in the comments if you will try these nails. I know it's very chunky. It's maximum glam. I wore this to a YouTube event and the photographers had me just pose with my nails in every frame because they were gagged by my nails. I absolutely love gorgeous chunky nails, but I know and understand it's not for everybody. Let me know down below in the comments where you would have stopped on this nail design and how you would wear it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks that you think I'm not doing to improve my nail game, and if you're a beginner, welcome. Let me know what you would want me to try out as a beginner. Don't give me any hard things, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I love you lots, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.